Bounds Live After Dark, #1 podcast in the 765.
So they say. A lot of people say it though.
#1.
No wonder I couldn't hear nothing.
Right.
Yeah, see, that's what happened when I'm the only one.
Did I not just say, don't forget to unmute us?
You know what? I think I'm gonna go back to putting yours on mute.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because you muted Tiny. I'm just.
What was that sound you made? What was that sound you made when it first started? That's what I want to know.
No. Respect the oil.
The oil.
All right. Welcome to Head Bounds Live.
By the end of this podcast, that baby was going to be all over his head.
Shiny.
Welcome, baby. Welcome to Head Bounds Live After Dark. I'm your host, Ed, along with Meg, Maisha, and Brooke. Anyway, so yeah, you just a bad man. That's why I say about a month ago, you bad like a little kid that just won't shut the fuck up.
Where do you think I get it from?
Right.
No, you didn't get it from me. I
learned from the best.
No, I was just a hellion. See, you was bad. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a difference. And so, you know, I see, if I was your daddy, I'd whoop you all the time. Hey,
my daddy had a soft heart. He never whooped me.
I know he do. Hey, y'all respect the baby oil. Respect the baby oil. Respect the baby oil. I had y'all walking around here shining.
Hey, she's gonna make you look like a bald bowling ball. You better watch it.
What you trying to say? My head look like a
bowling ball.
Greased up bowling ball.
That's you trying to say? Well, my head look like a bowling ball? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, how about both of you getting muted for the night? Just be me and Maisha talking and putting this motherfucker. And our guest, because, you know, our guest is being nice. You know, so
only because she doesn't have a mic in front of her.
Well, you know, that's gonna change here in a few. But anyway, so we here tonight. We had some stuff that jumped off in the community, Marion, Indiana. For those of you out of state and out of the country who follow us. It's always something going on in Marion, Indiana. And, you know, God put me in the right place because I have to play the referee. And people be like, oh, well, Ed, it's your turn now. So it's my turn. And tonight we're going to talk about a situation that happened, about over a week ago?
Week and a half.
3 weeks ago.
About what? It been that long?
It was the 17th of May.
Okay, 17th of May. One thing I don't like is when a woman is involved in having a sexual relationship or just have a one-night stand with a black man, and then when their significant other or husband find out, they say, oh, he raped me. There's been lots of black men that's been put in prison and sat there for over 20 years over lies. And they still going today. We just had that happen right here in Marion, Indiana. And it happened at some people's house that is sitting here that we invited in the studio tonight. And we want to talk about it because this is going to happen again. It could happen to your son. It could happen to your daughter. So tonight we want to bring awareness and talk about this because if you know someone, and if it wasn't for these people that's sitting here, an innocent black man might be going to jail.
I think it's more because it got recorded.
Yes, yeah.
That video showed his innocence.
So I would show the video or whatever, but you know, we ain't gonna do that. Because I
shut down.
Yeah, we're probably getting stuff.
Facebook jail.
Yeah, I'm already okay. So I'm already on Facebook jail. I get out tomorrow, but I got 24 hours, and it's like, fuck, man. I'm a repeat offender, right?
Always.
Yeah. So yeah.
I've never been in Facebook jail.
I have.
I've been in Facebook
Oh, I'm
so many
glad.
times.
I'm glad you told me that. I am so glad because now I'm gonna go through your Facebook and I'm gonna go through all your shit and I'm gonna find where you violated community standards and I'm gonna snitch on you.
Report.
Yeah, report. But so tonight we want to talk about two local people. Now this started out. There was a party. About how many people was at this party?
About 20, 30.
About
20 or 30.
20 or 30, right? And this was just a regular, okay,
Birthday party.
yeah, birthday party. Let's get together. And you know, and you had friends. It's just like close friends.
Right.
And now, before I get to ask you questions, something that just keeps bugging me that's funny as hell. Brooke was talking to somebody earlier, and he said he heard the local man putting his smack down with her, and he said he heard him say, well, she said she was married. And he said, but the question is, are you happily married? And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I use that same shit.
That sounds just like it.
And that, you know, so we gonna say, we gonna say that that this local man read my pimp book.
Whatever.
He read my pimp book because I use that because if you bad as fuck, because I don't usually do married women, but if I'm drunk or something, I'll be like, okay. So my next question is, are you happily married? Because I want to hear an answer, but really I try to avoid those situations. But anyway, so let's talk about, and make sure you're up on the microphone. You can lean to it.
Okay.
Let's talk about the party and you know what happened. I'd rather you not use names because I don't want somebody. You better take that down. You know, yeah, we ain't taking nothing down. So let's talk about the party. Go ahead.
Okay. So what do you want to know?
Start at the beginning.
Okay. Well, basically it was just, about 3 weeks ago on a Saturday, we were celebrating my son's birthday and my husband's birthday and had a bunch of people out. We were all friends, chilling out, hanging, having some good food, some good laughs. And that's really, we were just chilling and having some drinks after all the older people left. And,
Okay. All right.
and this person that's being accused, they had been flirting quite a bit with this female that is accusing, and they were both into each other. Obviously, there was no doubt in my mind. And my husband actually had seen it, and the female's husband had left, and things got even a little bit more heated between the two. And my husband looked at both of them and said, this isn't going to happen. You know, she's got a man, and left it at that. Well, my husband leaves and they're still continuing to flirt. They'd been drinking. We were all drinking. We were all drinking out of the same cup, sipping on each other's drink. Sharing drinks basically.
Okay.
And so then the next thing I know, we're dancing and stuff. Husband's still gone. Soon as he left, probably 2 seconds later, this female grabs the.
So literally 2 seconds. So that's no exaggeration. No exaggeration.
He literally just pulled off my property. And as soon as that happened, the female gets up. The man was already standing down at the bottom of the steps, and the female gets up and is like, hey, let's go down by the pond. Man's like, okay, let's go. And so she takes his hand and pulls him down to the ponds. And I'm like trying to get in between them. And I said, look, I looked at the female and I said, look, you don't need to be doing this. I said, you got a man. She's like, F my man. I don't give a shit about him. And I'm going to do what I want to do. I said, okay. So they go on down there. And of course, I'm trying to act stupid. Like I didn't know what they were going to do. And so the next thing I know, I sent another one of my friends and this guy that had come with my son's friend I didn't really know who he was, but he volunteered to go down with my friend to check on both of them. And they go down there. Well, the guy, he's video recording everything that's going on down there. And they're basically, I guess both of them, later on I had been told that both of them just kind of looked up at the cameraman and just kind of like shoot him off and said, get the hell out of here, you know? And then my friend, she comes back by herself and she says, Renee, you know what's going on down there? And I said, I don't have no control over it. We all tried to stop what we knew was going to happen. And she was like, okay. And so she went down there and she'd asked, she said, are you all good? And they're once again shooing her off. So we all come back up and they're still down there. They were probably down there probably a good, I'd say, hour maybe. And within that hour's time, my friend and this dude that was recording, he goes down again and he's still recording. So I know of at least maybe 3 videos, but only one is surfacing. And the guy that is recording says that he no longer has the videos. So I was told by the man that's being accused after all this took place that when they got down there, the girl says, I want you. And he said, you got a man. And she says, I don't give a shit if I've got a man. I want you. So she got on top of him and was kind of pushing the issue. And of course, they were on the ground. So when they're on the ground, you know, they're getting leaves and chiggers up their butt and all kinds of stuff.
Chiggers got them asses. So
Brown. He flips her over.
I think even the goddamn snail might have got in there.
You never know.
So he flips her over and he's like, let's do it this way. So then once again, the recording continues. They are down there. The guy's recording everything. And I didn't see the video until later on. But at first, I didn't even watch the video. Like, I just saw bits and pieces of it. And I thought, no, I'm going to sit and watch the whole thing because I want to see, once the accusations started flying, I wanted to see what was actually in this video and see how she was reacting. Because what I was told from her husband, that she was out of it. She wasn't alert when he was doing this to her. She wasn't this, she wasn't that. I said, no, I'm watching this video.
All right.
So I watched the man that's being accused sent me the video because he got it from his soon-to-be ex-wife. His ex-wife knew the guy that was recording the video.
Hey, we gonna get into that too.
That's a whole nother story, right?
Yeah, sure is. I gotta get petty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got
Yes,
something
ma'am.
to say right here.
No doubt.
I know she
So
does.
who knows how many videos?
Yeah.
I would like to see all of them. But
Yeah, me too.
The one alone was enough.
I know.
Yeah.
Because when I watched it for the third time, I find something new in it every single time.
Well, you know, look. So I'm looking at the video. When I watched the first time, I went back and looked and said, now I gotta analyze shit, right?
Me too.
So the second time I'm analyzing, now everybody know I'm raw. You know, I'm just real raw. Here I go.
AKA perverted.
You see, well, you know, that's Lil Patty. She knows me very well. But, you know, when I saw the video the second time I analyzed, I said, she's enjoying that shit.
Exactly.
But, you know, I'm like somebody that was on the phone with Brooke earlier. I heard him say, look, dude can Mac. Dude putting this down, I'm not gonna hate and everything. And I was agreeing to everything what he was saying on the phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that we said that, I'm watching the video. Now I done seen men in videos that get recorded around Marion, and I'm like, dude, how the fuck do you even get any pussy?
Yeah.
You know, but listen. My
Story with this one.
yeah,
Should have been on some porn.
He should have been on some porn. That boy. Yeah, you already know that. Why you getting red over there in the face?
Yeah, Brooke already is.
Brooke said, yeah. Hey, 13 years she know.
13
So
years of that.
you know, so I'm being petty. Yeah, everybody catch it. There ain't with no thumbs
Oh
down.
no, it's not on
Hey,
us.
yeah. They know. Yeah, nice try. And so you know, I'm like, okay, he tearing her ass up. He hitting it like he's supposed to be hitting.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw her hands and how she was, and I mean, when you look at the details of her fingers and curling, that did good.
Yeah.
That did
Exactly.
good, you know. And so
When the camera guy came up and he stopped and was looking up saying, "Get away."
yeah.
That's when she grabbed his ass and was trying to get him to go keep going.
Yeah, what you got ready to say? You got him trying to get him go deeper. Hey, she said no. You said she looked at the camera. She looked at the camera guy, and then she was trying to get him to go.
Like
You stop.
like,
Listen, we
keep
got it on
going.
tape. We got it on tape now.
hey, I didn't say these.
And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna cut that
I
little
was trying
piece
to
up.
say she wanted him to go back and continue going.
Well, it sounded like you said she wanted him to go deeper.
That's
He
what
was
you
about-
wanted him to do.
He was about deepest in there he could be in that motherfucker. He was deep blue sea.
Because he ain't got all that stomach. See, when you fuck somebody, they can't feel you because your stomach's pushing it out.
That's right. Your mic's muted. Keep that mic over there. Do not pass it back. That's your mic. Yes.
Yeah, you put, don't worry, I'm gonna unpack this shit real quick.
You fired too. So, but no, when you know, seeing her hand motions and stuff like that, no, I was like, that ain't rape. That ain't rape because man, let me tell you, she wasn't so drunk. She was trying to if you look, she was really wanting to wrap her legs around his little ass. And I was like, that did good. Yeah. So, what made you think that something was going to be inappropriate between them two before they went down the hill? What led you to believe that?
Well, first off, before I had even been outside, because I wasn't outside the whole time, but my husband was outside with them at one point, and he saw how they were interacting. And then another friend of ours had told us later on that he noticed that, you know, they were flirting, they were exchanging phone numbers, they kept touching each other and different stuff like that. And just like, I mean, really putting it on thick, both of them together.
Yeah.
It wasn't one-sided at all.
Right.
And then when I did finally come out and we started drinking, having a few drinks and everything and having a good time, listening to music, you know, just friends, being friends, you know.
Yeah.
And I started seeing it and I was like, okay. So I was trying to keep an eye on it, like my husband had asked me, you know, keep an eye on the situation. But, you know, I can only go so far. Like, I can't jump in between them. If something's going to happen, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can only be that person that says, hey, put it in her ear and be like, hey, this isn't going to be a good idea. It's going to get you caught up. And I never thought that this would be going on, like that she's going to make accusations like this. And I was like, then the next day when she come over to get her car and everything, because she had to leave her car, she come up, I felt like just kind of like playing a role and was like, girl, what happened to me? And I said, what are you talking about? What happened to you? I said, you had sex. I said, that's what you did.
Now you're supposed to say you got piped down.
Oh, yeah. I said, there's videos. And she said, what? I said, yeah. I said, they were recording everything you were doing. And she said, oh my goodness. Well, who was recording it? I said, all I know is it was some guy. And I gave her the name.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't know who he was. And she's like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I said, yeah. And she was like, I just remember drinking one drink. I said, girl, I said, you are full of shit. I said, you drink more than one drink? I said, we were all going through a fifth of tequila. We all drank vodka. We all drank, what else were we drinking on? Some moonshine, two different.
Drink a fifth of Jose Cuervo.
Yeah. And I said, you were also working on an 8-ounce glass of Jose Cuervo when I come out there, plus passing all the other stuff. And then she was taking stuff out of her purse and smoking it and whatever else. So, I mean, we were all feeling good, but she was not to the point of where she didn't know what was happening to her.
Okay.
Because I would have tried to get in between a little bit more.
Right. And it was more than all of y'all. And your husband would have, hey, no, this ain't.
Trying to respect Dom and keep his girl in
But
mind.
if she was in danger, your husband would have intervened. You would have intervened.
Yeah, somebody would have.
Yes, and because if a woman said, "Hey, I'm being attacked,"
Right.
or whatever,
sure.
you guys would have intervened. It's your house,
Exactly.
So,
But nothing like that happened. Like there was, even when everybody was going down there and checking, and the guy was video recording, he had multiple chances to say, "Hey, help me! I need help."
Yeah.
Never did. Tell them to go away.
So they was down there an hour.
At least.
Okay. So let me say this. So if I'm gonna fuck on the ground, I'm gonna hurry up and get mine off because that's
It only going to do 5 minutes. He can't last no longer.
But they was down there an hour like they was in the goddamn hotel room.
Oh yeah.
Like damn, I mean, because when you look at the video, you see leaves and shit up her ass and all that,
They were they were under a tree, like straight up under a tree that had been uprooted out of our yard.
I mean, that was a modern
Pine tree?
No, it wasn't a pine tree. It was a physical tree. They were
Yeah.
under branches.
Yeah, so it was a modern day Adam and Eve.
Yeah, basically. I mean, they were butt ass naked. And
Yes.
going to town. He was pounding that shit like there was no tomorrow.
Hey, so and when she's right, boy, I mean, man, because he was beating her kidneys to fucking death.
I don't even know how she was laying there straight up. I mean, I've been running from that shit.
Hey, exactly. So now I'm sitting there and they took all their clothes. Usually, now everybody, I don't know, maybe your age group, but when I was young and we did it outside.
Your age
He's
group.
old.
Did it outside?
Oh, you ain't never did it outside. Well, see, don't settle that act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You a whore. You a whore.
Talking about
No.
Yeah.
Like
And
you go to a tent or something like that.
You from the country, so don't even try to.
I agree with you.
Yeah. See, when we was
I
kids,
like camp and stuff, but I don't know. I mean,
man,
going
when
to
we
camp for
was
that shit,
kids,
camper for that
no, when we was playing hide go seek. Goddamn it,
Hide and go.
we did
shit.
some hide go
I
get it.
was a good kid. So I
You know, so you pull your pants.
hide and go get it.
Yeah, hide
Get
go.
it.
Yeah.
I already
they
know.
were
Yeah.
like they were in a hotel or something. Because I mean, they
Yes.
stripped it down.
They stripped
Like,
away,
yeah, no,
and so that's the
No,
point.
he don't care. No, he don't.
That's the point I'm trying to make. So, like, when you outside like that, you want to pull your pants down to your ankles.
Yeah.
You want to, you want to pull your shirt up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Something.
Yeah, and then she just want to pull her pants down the ankle. These motherfuckers was in the motel in the Telly Welly.
But if you're getting raped, you don't have time to take off all your clothes and her take off all her clothes.
Right?
There's
Yeah, that's
absolutely
true.
no way.
Right. I mean, it's possible, but I doubt it. But when I saw that they were just asshole naked, like, oh my God, like somebody could come up there and blew in his ass. I mean, he didn't know,
I mean, people could see him from the street.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
No, what?
the main street, which is what, highway something. I can't remember, but anyways, I live right off a busy street, okay?
Okay.
And like they were just barely covered by branches. I mean, if somebody really wanted to look, they could have come down on my drive and could have seen all this.
These
they could have got
motherfuckers,
me
hey,
for
look.
indecent exposure, you know?
Got the
Well, see, so you know what that would see the man. I know him,
I do too.
and he'll fuck in the post bathroom if you let him.
Yeah.
If he wants some pussy bad enough, he'll fuck in the post bathroom.
Yeah.
Now she just proved herself being, because she was wanting it that goddamn bad that she would humiliate her. And how old is she anyway? I can't remember.
I want to say she's about my age, which I'm 47, so she might be maybe a year.
How many 47-year-olds doing some shit like that?
I did that stuff maybe back in my 30s, but
But not now.
I say 20.
Okay, so she came there in the car, right?
yeah,
She could have just said, "Come and get in the car. Let's get in the back seat." I mean, I'll still have fuck in the car.
After she went in, puked on herself, and puked all over him, and pissed herself, and changed clothes. Then they go out in her car. So now you tell me, my whole thing is if she was raped, why in the hell are you going to let this man go in, help you get cleaned up, and puke on him?
Walk past 20 people.
Walk past 20 people doing the walk of shame, and then go out to the car with him, pull your boobs out, and let him fall asleep on them.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
She pulled her boobs out and he fell asleep on her boobs.
That's how my husband found her.
Wow. Wow. And
he banged on the dang window and he was like, "Get your ass out here, let's go."
Yeah.
And then here come the guy up there and was talking to me, and I said, "Dude, like, what the hell?"
The guy, that's the husband, right?
No, not the husband. No.
So when did the husband?
Accused. The accused.
Okay. So now let's move forward with when did the husband find out?
Oh, well, the next day when she came to get her car, and I think after that, and they went home and everything, I think that's when he started questioning her. And so then
I think she told, because she found out that there was a video out there.
Yeah, and I think that's probably when
she's like, I gotta
come up with something. That's the way I feel kind of too. Yeah. But I think maybe he started questioning her too, and then she was probably like, yeah, I don't remember what happened after one drink, because she tried to play that game with me upstairs when she asked me what happened, and I told her there was a video, because she didn't know there was a video. I said, yeah, there's probably 2 or 3 videos, probably some pictures, all kinds of.
And do we know?
Not really a question.
And do we know, like, how long after? I don't know. Do we know how long after, like, the incident took place that she went and got, like, the rape kit or the rape test and all that?
Well,
I mean, I don't.
The way I understand, I believe it had to have been within 24 hours. Like after the party and everything, it had to have been at 24 to 30 hours at least.
So with him not involved, he hasn't requested a police report to see what was said?
I know that he was picked up by the police a few nights after the incident. And he willingly went down to the police station with the police, gave his statement, and everybody that was at the party that they contacted gave the same exact statement as what me and my husband did. Everybody was lined up with the same exact thing. She did what she did. He did what he did. There was no rape that took place. Like, there was too many people there that would have stopped it if that's what was going on. And so, like, when she did whatever she was doing, she just said that, like, when he come up and asked me some questions and everything, and I told her what I remembered, what I saw, everything. Because, I mean, I was tipsy, but I wasn't totally out of it to where I don't remember what was going on. And when the cops talked to us, we all told them the same thing. And they were trying to get this person's name and information to get the video. So I know that the accused, once he received the video from his ex-wife, he instantly sent it to the police officer, the detectives, instantly. No questions asked. And the police, I was told by the accused that the police officer told him, everybody that we've talked to has told us the same story. We've got the video. The video seems like it's aligning with what everybody is saying. So basically, you're good for right now. I wouldn't really worry about it. We're still waiting on the toxicology, blood work, and all that stuff. And I guess that could take up to 8 weeks is what I was told. I don't know how true that is.
So with that, if they're waiting on the results, then it's not going to say. But if you request a police report, it'll say if it's still open or closed. So if it's closed, then, and no formal charges have been filed, then he's been cleared. So the issue that I do have, I'm just going to play devil's advocate, is the issue of consent when you're intoxicated.
Okay.
You can be so intoxicated that you I mean,
What?
that issue comes up. And was he equally
Okay.
as drunk as she was?
Okay, here's my thing. I talked to one of my good friends, told her the situation, and she said, okay, well, here's the whole thing when it comes to being intoxicated and having sex, because she's went to criminal law. That's what she went to school for.
All right.
She said, now if, say, he wouldn't have been intoxicated and she was, then maybe they might have a case. But with both of them, they both had been drinking, both had been doing whatever. They both were equally drunk. There's no doubt in my mind we were all.
Okay, so now
They both gave consent.
Okay, so
Never
with that,
said no.
No.
okay, so with that law, so say like, okay, let's just use, I have a woman and she's completely drunk where she passes out. She's sloppy drunk, she's passed out. And I take her clothes off for her and then get on top of her and have sex. That's where that comes. She's not able to tell. I mean, you can hit me back with what you know.
So, I used to be friends with a girl who would get so drunk and she would get blacked out drunk.
Me too.
And she would try to come on to our male friends. And we had a friend who would always say, like, no, like, I'm not doing that. Well, there were times where things would happen when she was drunk, and then she would, I have no memory of that. I don't know what happened. So say he was like, okay, like, she wants me, and chose to go through with it, that could have been a whole issue. But he was like,
That's
he was
not
always
fair.
like, no, like, I'm not doing that. You're drunk. But she was always like, you know, trying to put herself on him.
When you're both sitting there drinking, when you have two people drinking and you're both flirting, where can a guy decipher when she's so coherent where he's taking advantage of her? When she, in the video, she's still talking.
It's a fine line with the law. I know what she's talking
Right.
about. It's a fine line. It really is, and I didn't think about that.
I mean, I
It's a
understand what you're
good point
saying,
you brought it
but
up, but
these two
I
people
think
just at a party, they just met each other and then they're flirting. That's how people hook up,
Yeah.
you know? And
well, but I think what Maisha is trying to say, maybe that's what this motherfucker is trying to pull.
yes.
You see what I'm saying? That I don't know. Is that where you going with that?
It could
Well,
very well be.
So I've spoken to the woman, just vaguely, and then her friend. And they're trying to say that her eyes were closed during the video. She was incoherent. She was taken advantage of. But when you watch that video, she's rubbing his arm. She's rubbing his back. She's grabbing his butt, trying to get it to come back.
That means she wanted to go what?
Yeah, her eyes are clearly open. They both look up at the
But she
cameraman,
was
telling
wanting
him
him
get
to go
out.
what?
She was up in his ear.
No, but what she wanted him to do? Go what?
The same thing that you want him to do.
Oh my goodness.
Ed just wants to.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, so we gonna mute her shit. We gonna mute her shit. Just anyway. So you,
My big problem is I've had friends that get in their feelings or for another reason or whatever say rape.
yeah,
And so when and this is sad, but anytime, and I've said this on previous podcasts, when I hear the word rape instantly, my first thing is I don't believe it.
yeah.
And that's just what I want to hear the whole stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's sad for the women that are getting attacked and getting violated.
Real
It's
rape.
sad. But because there's so many women that have that power that can, okay, my husband just found out and I'm going to get in trouble. I think I was raped. I think he gave me a date rape drug.
Yeah.
That's not okay with
That's
me.
not okay. Yes, I
And
agree.
at the end of the day, I honestly think that those girls should get charged at the end of the day.
Yes,
Give
yes.
them a lie detector test.
Yeah.
When that toxicology report comes back and she has not been drugged,
She should get a warrant. Yes. Now, so I have a question. When now all this has done happened, did the husband come talk to you?
No. He talked to my husband.
Okay, and so I know your husband because I know you. Like, honey, you better tell me what he said.
Yeah. Well, of course, my husband always has people on speakerphone, so that way I can hear.
Okay,
So, but no, because him and my husband were good friends,
okay.
and
Word.
yeah.
Oh shit.
And so he feels like my husband should have done more. Why did you leave the house? Well, first off, why should my husband be responsible for your wife.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Preach that,
He
girl.
is not
Preach
a
that.
babysitter.
That's right.
Second off, if you can't trust your own wife to be at a party by herself, then you all don't need to be together.
No, or drop that hoe off at the church.
Exactly.
You know?
Like you said, return her with no receipt.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You return the sender.
Yeah, exactly. So like I think that he is being buffaloed basically because
I talk
I
with
think
him.
he wants to believe everybody's.
He wants to believe, but he's a sucker.
He is.
He's a
He
sucker
is. He's a
because
big sucker.
I'm like, dude, let me tell you something. So listen. I'm not promoting. I'm not Maisha. I'm not promoting violence. Okay, I'm not promoting violence.
I'm reformed.
Okay, I just want to be clear about this, and I'm not saying that that a man should put his hands on woman, but there's some things when you really love someone and your feelings get hurt, you can do some shit that you really didn't want to do, that it probably wasn't in you. Because when you picture or see somebody you really love and they're sharing that with someone else, and you're like, do they like them more than me or whatever, you do some crazy shit. I mean, do you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's why I'm leading you up to this. If that had been me, I'd have told your husband, hey man, hey, okay, thank you for, all your help and everything you did with you good. I told you I'll talk to you later, whatever. I'll talk to you after you see me on bus. I'd have made that bitch touch every wall in that motherfucking house. Okay? And you laying you didn't only cheat on me, but motherfucker, you went and got on the tree, and then you did a video. You just said, and you told everybody, fuck me, and you went and fuck, and no, I'm making you touch everything in here, and I'm not promoting violence, but when you hurt, and he's taking his hurt out on all of us, and we're just speaking the truth.
Yep.
Like when you and Brooke talk. Brooke was like, she's solid. Like she ain't gonna run no bullshit. And so I'm like, okay. So we knew we had something. This is your house. You was there.
Exactly.
So we can't take away or add to what you witnessed. And and I'm sitting here and I'm like, he was making all these excuses, and he was like, you only took one side of the story. And I'm like, okay, listen, man, check this out. If she really been raped and she heard about my live video, and if she was completely in the right, she'd have got in my inbox and been like, wait a minute, motherfucker, before you go out here talking shit, I just got really raped. But she was more humiliated because she knows she fucked up and she got caught fucking up.
Yep.
And that's what is wrong. Just say, I made a mistake.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
When you keep getting caught, when I was younger, and then, my first baby mama, I saw your car was there. Bitch, that wasn't mine. That list. Oh, okay, it was my car. I let Brooke drive it.
But knocked his head.
Frying
pan.
And then it's like, well, I talked to Brooke. Brooke was at home, and it was Megan. I mean, it was Megan. You just keep, how you just keep telling one lie after another to keep telling the lie. And so then, when you get older, when I got older, I'd be like, man, okay, listen. I just got so exhausted from lying that when my second baby mama and I'm like, okay, let's sound talk. I fucked up. Well, why are you with her? I don't know.
Do your famous line.
Okay, damn, I didn't want to do it.
Damn, I didn't want to do it.
I didn't want to do it. So let me tell you what I used to tell and you try this, and you get your wife come back with me, we're gonna have a problem. But she would say, Edwin, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. And she'd go off on me, and she's like, tell me, what about her that you like better than me? Do you love her? Do you realize? No, baby, listen to me. I said, stop, listen. Listen to me. And I said, you let me not look at me. And I said, listen. I said, that woman don't mean shit to me. I says, I fucked her. Yes, I fucked her. But I make love to you.
Shut up.
She fell for it.
What movie? What movie is that? What movie is that?
Listen,
that's
it ain't no movie. No, it's not.
Damn shame.
No, listen, and she said, Edward, I said, listen, it's just a piece of ass, baby. That's all it is. But when I'm with you, it's love. When I'm with her, I'm just fucking. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. And I used to do that. I got away with it while you over there hating.
I know. I seen that movie. I don't know what movie that was off.
I don't know.
That's off of a movie.
I don't know what movie. What movie? I don't know nothing about no movie.
Let me call Pat. Pat knows.
Pat knows.
He knows. He's a movie expert. He's a movie expert.
Listen, listen. Okay, so I got it from my uncle. So I don't care what you say. I got it from my uncle. So if it was on the movie, he must have seen it. But I don't remember. I ain't never seen it in no movie. Never.
Hang on.
But see, listen to this motherfucker.
Look. All right, carry on.
So, I used to run that line. But, when you just get so exhausted in line, you just be like, man, at first you'd be like, girl, what you talking about? Well, let me tell you, here's the texts. This is what you said. She sent me everything. So you sitting there, you listen to her, and you say to yourself, self, just go ahead and just tell the truth, because it's exhausting. Y'all it gets worse.
It gives us closure too that we can tell the truth.
But
it definitely does.
Another thing I do.
Oh, so I can hit you in your shit.
That's that shit right there. That's that shit right there. That's that shit right there. Yeah, she on parole. She on parole. She did about 10 years in the joint for that shit.
She's grown,
a couple of her exes are been missing. We don't know what's going on. But anyway, but on serious tip though, you get exhausted and then you like, fuck it, man, because what I will pull off, and I'll be like, come here, and I will pull on her, and I kiss on her, and she'll, no, get off of me, get off. You just keep kissing on. Now then you fuck the living shit out of her. I used to, makeup sex is fucking amazing.
They kept me in a toxic relationship 3 years, 6 years, but 3 years too long. Don't do it. The makeup sex, just don't do it.
Have you ever
to the curb?
So have you ever had makeup sex?
A lot.
Jody, I told you. I had to ask you, baby boy,
Baby boy.
Watch it tonight after the podcast. Pat says so I believe him.
No, I don't think so. I've watched that movie like 50 times.
You need to watch it 51 because it did.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
That's where you're
I'm gonna watch now. I'm gonna go look.
I told you.
I swear to God.
Back lines.
No, he said your uncle got it from there.
He did. My uncle's original Mac. You better watch your mouth.
Well, then baby boy got it from your uncle then.
But no, seriously though. So, man, she couldn't even do that. She would rather, if the police would have just said, okay, we're going to believe you. Fuck the video, fuck whatever. We're going to go pick this individual up and we're going to lock him up. She would have been okay going to bed every night knowing that man was sitting in a cell and was innocent.
Yep.
And she would have rolled that wave. That's disgusting. Yeah. That is disgusting that a human being could do that to another human being over something you wanted.
To save face.
You wanted that fucking dick. You wanted that motherfucker. And when you got caught, you know.
I'm gonna do a personal story here, and I'm sorry, Pat. But
I didn't know she was gonna do this.
But it's kind of along these lines, but definitely not rape. So like in my Pat and I's early days, early 20s, he had cheated on me. Like we've been through it. Like I've kind of expressed that. He had cheated on me, and so I got my get back. Like that at that age, that's where I mentally was. Like you cheat on me, hey, I bet.
Look at this motherfucker over here laughing.
So, long story short, I didn't get home till really, really early.
How early?
I'm gonna say right at sunrise. Like I'm just
you nasty motherfucker.
Hey. So I didn't want to admit to it at first, and I literally told him that I had gotten arrested, which he definitely didn't believe me or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, because I knew I was caught, like point blank, like I knew I was caught. Like I knew he knew what the fuck I had been on, but I still tried that. And, being young and dumb, he probably went and got his get back too after that. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is I thought I was caught. And I love Pat. Like I did, but it was like a get back thing. You did that to me. Fuck you, bro. Like, fuck you. I can do it too.
Well, you know
what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know if that's their situation.
I think I'm strong.
So why didn't you? So my question to you is, why didn't you just do what you did and took your ass home?
I did.
At fucking in the morning?
That's what I was saying. Like, I did.
I mean, shit.
It wasn't around anywhere. Like,
listen, man.
I had to go out of town. Like, out of town. Because if I was anywhere around here, I felt like he would have found me.
Okay, so listen. If you went out of town, you could have put at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes into the sack.
No, Indianapolis. I went to, Indianapolis, Greenwood or Indianapolis or something like that. I don't know, but anyways, that's not the fucking point, Ed. We're not. But I'm just saying, I thought I was caught, and I loved him. And
I'm going to have a talk with Granny.
Then I felt like after it was all said and done, like a couple weeks later, when I like I said, like you said, the lying, the have to do all that shit. Yeah, and I was like, look, sorry, this is what it is. This is what I did. Like I'm not. You're right. You're right. I didn't get arrested, motherfucker. You're right. But to go rape.
That's
like why wouldn't you say she got arrested?
If you got caught. He caught you. Then you turn around.
He didn't catch me.
Right. I did.
My son was.
You're like, oh, he raped me. You're taking an innocent person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I did not want to do that because I chose him because I knew this is gonna hurt him. This is gonna hurt Pat. If he ever found out, you know what I mean?
Let me. Y'all know we talked about this, and I try to tell women this, and we had this discussion. When a man cheat, it's different. I'm just gonna be honest. When a man cheat, it's different. When a woman cheat, it's horrible because let me say this: if I go cheat. I go sleep with a woman, I'm there for fucking sex. I'm there to fuck you and get my nut off and go home. We being real here.
What if she's gonna cook you breakfast? You staying?
Yeah. And I'm gonna put on all four if the breakfast good. But still, it's sex. It's not my heart. My heart is here. I'm giving her the dick, right? So now, a woman. When a man put himself in a woman, and we can't fathom the thought of another man with his dick in our significant other. Because
I heard that.
A woman don't fucking cheat really for sex. She really cheats for attention and affection.
That's true. That's true.
It is.
And that makes the situation fucking dangerous.
Absolutely, it does. I chose one that made me feel better. That gave me what I was missing when all that happened. And you are absolutely, and it's dangerous on both sides because that other man could catch feelings and it's all bad. Well, I want to hear your story.
It's not something I'm proud of, but when I cheated, I wasn't in. I don't know. We were having issues,
Yeah.
Video games were getting more attention than I was.
Yeah, see?
We talked about it multiple times, and I made sure he was better looking. Blonde hair, blue eyes, 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just
Now let's be honest, and I don't mean to be in your business, but when y'all fucked around and did it, you kind of had a little feeling for him, am I right?
no. I
A little
felt guilty.
no.
I was feel like
Let's be honest. You had a little. When I say
Visually,
Most
yes.
women have regrets after doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right.
that is true,
but
but
visually, yes. Feeling him.
right. Let me tell you something.
absolutely.
Yes.
Once a man done been up in you like that, it's different than when we been in a woman. So
To y'all.
Yeah.
To y'all.
But no, because really,
Because we got feelings too.
I know, but we can walk away. A lot of times women do that shit and they really don't want to walk away.
I did. It wasn't like, it was just because it took me 3 days. It ate me alive. And I was like, listen, like this happened. I'm
But
sorry.
was it eating you alive when he was in there?
At that moment, it was
I mean, come on now. We having a conversation.
It was a bad choice. He lived with his mama.
Was it a bad
He was
choice?
younger than me.
Was it a bad choice when he was between your legs? No, it wasn't. I'm just being real, sweetie. I'm just, hey, listen, cause that's what when me and my ex-wife went to counseling.
Oh, yeah.
When we went to counseling, that's what they hit me with. I'm like, well, I didn't want to do it. I had so much regret. Well, if you had regret, then why was you between her legs? Well, okay, so then, why'd you, it was, and it had a good point. Because if you really loved your wife like you say you do, you wouldn't have never been there.
I think it's respect.
Yes.
I think it's a respect thing. I think you can,
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't want to make this like the norm or anything like that, but I do believe that you can love someone and do wrong by them, but you may not
Yes.
respect them.
That she is so right.
Definitely makes sense.
Because when a woman cheats, she loses respect for the person she's with.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. She's right.
Yep.
I had to get,
Agreed. Yep.
and because a woman can only put up with your black ass so many times.
Or white.
Oh, yeah, white.
I was in a 13-year relationship where he cheated on me all the time. And I never did a get back. Never.
I don't think I could do it. I'm not strong.
I
enough.
did.
I never got a get back. But the best revenge I got was leaving him alone. That was his hurt.
No,
Yeah.
I cheated on one.
Experiencing it till today.
And there was no get back. There was no. I did leave. I had already left him alone, but you know what? I was at the bar. That girl was at the bar. He was at the bar. I jumped on her inside the bar. They kicked me out because they had bouncers. I paced back and forth until that bar closed. Everybody knew what was about to happen. I ain't have no shoes on. I ain't have no shoes on. She knew too. She walked out that door. I grabbed her like this around the neck and flung her ass.
Yeah. Okay.
You did a bam bam swing.
So after the podcast, contact Human Resources. We sending her to get some counseling, some anger management.
I've been the same way that you.
Yeah.
Maisha want to fuck something up every chance you get.
I would have been on that.
So let's jump back on subject. So this dude, man, he just don't get it. And me and him was going back and forth. And I get it when you love somebody because, listen, I love you, but you went and cheated on me. So there's no need for me to have your back. If you wouldn't have been drinking the way you was and being irresponsible, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
They can say friends were there all they want, but at the end of the day, you are responsible.
You are
for
responsible,
yourself.
yes.
Grown ass person.
Yes.
But she was saying that she was roofied. Or drugged.
But we know she wasn't.
Right, but a drug is going to make you sleepy.
Yeah.
Like
the
whole time
it's a downer. It's a downer.
The whole time she's talking, she's whispering. Her hands are moving. She's moving. Her eyes are open.
Well, you know
she was
what?
Not drugged.
Now that I think about it, she probably was. So Maisha, let's get petty on this side of the table. That Mac Daddy pill. See, that Mac Daddy pill is a motherfucker. And I mean, you was involved in it for 13 years, so that Mac Daddy pill can be druggy because you were drugged for 13 fucking years. Yeah. But yeah, I had to be. I'm sorry.
I can't say nothing.
Yeah. You,
I'm here, what, 21, 22 years in. So,
Yeah,
we've been through, like I said, we've been through it all. So,
but you know what? Them are
The
the
best thing in my life was leaving him.
yeah. But you know, with you and Pat's situation, y'all both got old enough to say that was some dumb shit we did back then, and we're gonna fix this, do this for our son, and get our son. You know, the way you and Pat did it, you did it great. And you know, I always tell you, I on my picture on my phone is you and Pat together.
I know, hey, that's,
You know, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is.
No, common law marriage thing.
Yeah.
People can't make it through that.
No, they really can't. No, they really can't. And so, but you know, with this man it's man, you said word.
I feel sorry
with
for
your husband. So now him and your husband ain't friends.
Yeah.
He's probably not friends with somebody else, probably at the party that was there, or whatever. And here she's sitting back. And here's the thing about that. Now you sitting back and you saying, got away with it. I got away with it. Let me tell you, those type of people, they don't just strike once and then don't do it no more.
Right.
She'll do it again.
If she hasn't already done it.
Yeah,
And it's
see
just
what
not
I'm
been
saying?
recorded.
Exactly.
This one got recorded.
Yeah. See, I'm wondering, have she cheated on him before?
Oh, I know they have.
Yeah,
I've
because
had multiple people tell me that
because
they
she's a
cheat
whole-
on each other.
oh,
Yeah.
well, what's wrong with his dumb ass then?
I've heard that he's cheated on her when she was pregnant in their house. I've heard that she's cheated on him. That I'm not going to go there, but but the thing that really got me and my husband just brought to my attention that when he was asking us questions, he says to us, he says, "My girl wouldn't do that with someone like him."
Yes, let's get to that. I'm glad that came up.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Like
bringing that
him.
up. Yes, let's talk
What's
about
supposed
that.
to mean? And
What that's supposed to mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And I looked at him. And my husband, being African American,
Yeah.
wasn't getting what he was saying.
Yeah.
I caught on to it. I said, "Someone like him."
Yeah.
I said, "Last I knew, you didn't know him. You don't know his character. So what are you saying because he's African American?"
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know what to say. Well, she's a good girl. She wouldn't do something like that with someone like
The
him.
fuck.
She ain't no damn good girl.
You're right.
Done took the dick and ran with it.
How long they been? Yeah.
he's
How long?
delusional on that
How
one.
long they been together?
They've been together for 20 plus years.
A long
Really?
time, as long as I've known.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Also, they was together when she brought her ass over there when I was telling you that story. And she been riding around here on a damn bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, she been riding around here on a damn bike, like, you know.
Been together for a long time.
Damn, that's crazy.
Crazy to me that Dom
They
would
got
say
two
that
kids.
because
They're
you know
only
I know.
kid.
Yeah, how many kids they got
They
together?
got two kids that I know of together.
Wow, how many kids she got told, you know?
I only know two, but I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I don't know everything about her. So, like,
let's get into the juicy shit.
Yeah.
Now, the juicy shit is the other partner had a woman as well.
yeah.
All right?
A wife.
A wife.
A wife, yes, excuse me.
Oh.
So we got two married people fucking, right? And so the other partner, he ain't been married long at all.
Mhm.
You know,
Not
his
been separated very long.
the ink on his marriage certificate is still wet.
Yeah.
They got married in November.
November. Okay. So now she finds out about it. What do you know about that?
Well, the way that it was explained to me was he gets a text from his wife with this video of him doing this. And she says, yeah, that's the wife says to him, and I have the text that, "Oh, yeah, I see you've been out fucking someone in a field over underneath a tree. So I'm about ready to fuck the hell out of this dude that just showed me the video, the camera guy."
Get the fuck out of here.
Kid you not. The police got that text from the girl because the girl tried to lie and say that just some random dude come up into her work saying, "Look, is this your husband?" This was taken. He was under a tree fucking.
Oh my goodness.
Come the hell on. Now, come on. I just think the whole thing was kind of, I feel like the cameraman was like almost trying to blackmail the dude that is being accused in some way or something by recording it. Like, I feel like he found out that he has been messing with this dude's soon-to-be ex-wife, and so let's record this, and so she can see what her soon-to-be ex-husband's actually doing.
Okay, so let me tell you I know his soon-to-be ex-wife. I know her, and if she hasn't already fucked this dude, she's gonna fuck him. Okay.
I was told
She's
too.
thirsty. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if she hasn't already fucked him, she will fuck him. And she's gonna probably fuck everybody that had something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I tell the truth how I call it. You know, because with her, if you think about it, because we're looking at the pedigrees of I parties. Like,
Right.
I don't think
They ain't looking too good.
because she herself, this is her fifth, sixth, huh?
It's her seventh marriage.
Her seventh marriage.
I think. I'm pretty
Yes.
I think she needs to give up on marriage.
What?
No, she need to give up on life.
Wait, which one?
What the
She needs to give up on dick.
No.
Yes.
On dick.
The pussy has to
Try
be
something else.
the pussy has to be horrible because 7 motherfuckers decide they don't want to keep you. That's alarming.
But what if she don't want to keep them?
No, that can't be it because listen, first of all, let me say, Maisha, when a man, it's always us that want to marry you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes,
It's for the girls. Give them ultimatums.
I know to try to trap them or whatever.
Yeah.
I get it, but you know what? 7 people.
I don't know if it's
So
seven.
you gonna put it all off that it was her?
Me.
That you know what I'm saying?
Maybe a man can't keep her. She can keep a man.
Man, listen.
You never know.
Man, listen. I don't know, Mike, because see, I know. I don't know, man, because something ain't right. 7 marriages. 7
That is a lot.
marriages.
Even 5's a lot.
Were they all were they all fucking under trees? Or
Hey, yeah,
just
yeah,
that
no,
one?
like,
I want to say if they all was, then I can understand 7 marriages.
Hey, so-
But,
She has freak off.
like,
parties.
yeah.
I got the baby off.
Now the sad thing is they could have had a mattress. We had it out in the damn garage.
Oh my
Oh, fuck. I would have just jumped off in that motherfucker. I'd have been jumping off the dresser there.
I mean, like if you're gonna cheat,
yeah.
like, why in the hell are you gonna go under a damn tree?
So let me say this though. So, did you know the guy that's involved, his soon-to-be ex-wife, did you know who she was married to before him?
Just
No, she just told me, and I had no clue.
You had no clue of that?
I don't know much about him.
Oh, okay, but
I don't care for him.
right, well, nobody does, but I mean, this has been like a celebrity fucking hoe, and then you know it went downhill from there. But
This one wasn't even a year.
no, that didn't even make it a
Last
year.
marriage wasn't even a year.
Yeah,
This one, she got married in November, and then she filed for divorce in February. Stopped it in April, and then filed again as soon as
After
that video.
she found out.
After the video came out, she filed again.
yeah. Now,
Like, girl.
hey, now I would love to go to that divorce hearing.
I
This,
would too.
you know, because I would like to see them talk about the evidence.
What's the evidence? I knew you was going there. I knew you was going there. You want to see the evidence.
Hey, because see, me, if that be me, Maisha, I'm going to say, okay, first of all, Judge, she can't prove that's me. All black people look alike.
Not too many chickens. Chicken leg motherfuckers.
Shit, there's a whole bunch of chicken leg like running around here. And Maisha, can I use that defense? Yeah, she know I'm right.
Oh man, I mean, they do think we look alike.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that video was blurry enough that he
It was blurry enough to say that's not him. Now, if she was able to get a good still image of his nuts and then make him produce his nuts in court, then
Why has it got to be the nuts produced in court? Why not the donkey dick? I mean, come on now.
Ed's dying to see it.
Hey, if they put that motherfucker out there on display, he convicted. He convicted.
Ask my tenants, they've all seen it.
Oh my lord.
That was them calling me for
They
witnesses.
were all passing it around, and then I came in my office. And
No, they were not.
Oh,
Where?
yeah.
Yeah.
The video? No.
A different one.
He sent a dick pic one time, and then the girl behind my office goes and shows all the tenants. So then I come back in, they're like, I heard that and I was with him.
It was
Hey,
big.
wait a minute. No.
Oh,
No, let me.
Like a horse.
His shit is bigger than his legs.
You know how he holds himself upright. Like third leg is come on now.
Y'all petty. I ain't had nothing to do with
Wow.
And it was all the way up.
Time out.
That man is
that.
30.
Okay, so why would I be thirsty, whatever? So how I even see it when you got a big poster of it in your bedroom?
I do not.
It's right there on your wall.
You've never been in my
Yeah, yes, I have. When you was sick, when you wasn't feeling when I walked up the stairs and you was laying across the
The
bed.
only time I remember you being
And I
there
was-
was my dog was high as hell, and I
Yeah,
was
that
sick.
too.
Your
That
dog
day
was
too.
like-
Oh, no.
And there he is sitting like this. He's standing there, dum dum dum, and then thing
He's
just,
alive.
it's right in their bedroom.
He is definitely alive.
Now y'all know a secret about y'all co-hosts.
And now we're all
No,
wondering.
he really has only been in my bedroom once, and that was when my dog was
It was
sick.
out. It was out.
Yeah, he's but
He's
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I ain't with that man for 4 years. 5 years.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
And would have been excited if I had that. And he trying
Because I look, because
Figure out a reason to go out there, huh?
Brooks got this monitor where she see all their cameras, and I looked. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, is that? Yeah. You gonna get a lot of phone calls next week.
Oh my goodness.
quit. Just said you quit lying. The truth shall set
Look, you
free.
can't even talk right. Look at her. She's so red right now.
Men never quit lying. What are you talking about?
I know.
Whatever, Maisha. But yeah, so the thing is, that's another thing.
A lot of things.
Because it wasn't like she just caught just a little Peter or a little PP or whatever. She got rocked. And so, do you think she just walk away from this? I mean, it's just like, because you can see this could be something like, you see them like he go to court and the jury's right there. And then she like, okay, I'm sorry, I lied. And then she like lean back like, baby, one last time. And right there. I mean, you just don't walk away from that. I mean, like people stuck around for 10, 12, 13 years, 5 years, So, you just walk away from shit like that.
Is that what you stayed so long for?
Yeah.
You know how many times I've been in trouble and I was right back with no contact orders?
See what I'm saying? Thank you for keeping it real.
Set me up multiple times. And I felt
Because you was thinking about that Mandingo. The Megan on there crying in the
We've
motherfucker.
been through it. We've been through it, and we are still
Megan on there crying in the motherfucker. Hey, Megan was in jail. Megan went to jail. Megan was in there calling me. You keep an eye on Pat for me now. You ready? She said, I'll pay you to park in front of my house and sleep out there. No, I'm just kidding.
Remember, I upgraded with the man that jumps off grass stairs.
Yeah, that's true. She went from one Mandingo to another one. I'm telling you, that's what you get when you got a lot of women friends, right?
Yeah.
But so do you think that any criminal charges will come of this?
I don't think so, simply because not only does he have witnesses that are basically saying the same thing, but Now this video, I mean, there is clearly in the video, like she wasn't trying to get away from it. Like she was not.
Well, she was trying to, a little bit, but not like that.
Not like that.
Yeah.
No, not like help me, I need help type get away from. But no, no.
And
If there is, we're going to have some issues because I'm going to bring everybody that was at my party
Yeah.
to witness.
Yeah,
stand.
you're not going to stand for that.
No, I will not
Thank
stand
you. Thank
for
you
it.
for doing that.
No.
Go ahead.
this system around here is not for Black people.
No,
No.
you know what? If y'all listen, I'm glad you said that. When y'all get done with this podcast, I challenge everybody in this room to go listen to WBAT in the morning. Go to their Facebook page. They're FM radio now. Go to their Facebook page and listen to the interview with Commissioner Chuck Poland. And man, let me tell you, it was priceless. Chuck went in about the justice system around here.
I mean,
And he I'm telling you, you really need to go and listen to Commissioner Chuck Poland's interview on radio when he talked about the justice system. And you're right, Maisha.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I've had
It's
my
broken. It's broken.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had my own experiences where things that happened shouldn't have happened. And my dad was a police officer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So until I was 21 or 22, he was a police officer. And he saw me get charged with things that I should have never been charged with.
Yes, I agree.
And even as a retired police officer, he does not have faith in the justice system because it's messed up. I'm dealing with things that I should have never been dealing with. Still.
Well, when I talked to Chuck, there's a lot of attorneys that are saying that Hannah Shonick or whatever, and I said, well, hell, I heard she was doing a good job. Chuck and them had to correct me and be like, there's some people you need to talk to.
FTB.
And they said that they have brought evidence.
Oh.
They brought evidence before her that showed somebody was innocent. And she says, I don't care. I don't care. And then when it happened to me, my own child, you know what I'm talking about. And I feel so bad because she went after him because of me being critical about that office. And, so when you got law enforcement, even when you got law enforcement saying, and that there's something's wrong over there. And there is. And there's something wrong with, me and you talk. Because anytime you in your 40s, and I remember him when I was younger, and so I know he's close to my age, but when I got into it with a woman, whatever, the police would tell you, I don't give a fuck, you the man. If I come, I'm siding with her no matter what. And nowadays you can't really do that, but
Women have taken advantage of it.
because women has taken so much advantage of that. And so now men can beat on women and could tell a good lie. They can lie so good and they can be so persuading and they can convince Jesus that he can turn water into wine. And that's what's happening to our society. There is no way you should be wanting to put a woman away for being in an abusive relationship with a man. Any prosecutor that it does that, they should lose their law license. They really do. And we're talking about the same woman that she used to work at this law firm, okay? And they fired her ass. They got her out. They get up out of here. And so, man, this is a dangerous thing because you're playing with people's lives.
Absolutely.
And that's just not right.
They sleep perfectly good at night, but a lot of times it's down to those numbers. They don't care if you're guilty or not.
They don't. It's the numbers, like you said. It's just the numbers. We got to make our numbers. We got to make the bosses happy. And that's why Chuck and Shane them has been arguing. Y'all not gonna get this big old huge jail y'all want. You got Judge Mark Spitzer said, well, I can fill 10 of them jails up.
Sure he can.
Wait a minute. If you're on community corrections, you shouldn't be talking about filling them. What about talking about relieving them?
But ain't he the same
How
one
do
that
we
lets
change them?
drug people court off easy though?
Yeah.
The same one that they can't get paperwork right, so then you get a warrant put out for you. Yeah. Oh, that one.
Yeah. Like,
And then you try to call them for weeks upon a time, and it's COVID. It's this. It's that. Sorry, I'm going off.
No, you're right. You have every right to.
I went to jail over that bullshit.
Yeah,
you know, for
Stop.
because he's worried about pussy. He's worried about somebody sleeping with somebody.
Was not, I guess, got to him from Milestone, from the place he sent me. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, and
It's bullshit.
Yes,
It's so much fuckery going on at that courthouse. Let me tell you, it's some fuckery going on that courthouse. And me and Chuck, we had lunch, and I said, Chuck, do you realize what you said on the radio and what you've been doing? Bro, I wouldn't be down if they had somebody let somebody charge and tell them to kill your ass. I did. I told him that. It's that serious because now you're exposing them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not us saying it. It's an elected official saying,
This is what my community has said. This is what I'm seeing.
I've been getting people telling me this.
Yeah.
And so when I start looking into it, I think they're telling the truth.
It's matching.
And I'm going to fix it. And then so they're saying, wait a minute, you going to go against us? Chuck said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now that they're starting July 1st, those community corrections are going to be publicized. They're saying, listen, we're going to tone everything down. And then behind the scenes, Chuck said, no. And Judge says, well, he says, I don't give a fuck. We gonna say everything we need to say where everybody can see. Transparency.
July 1st, yeah, that law that they signed into.
Yes.
I forget, it's a state bill. I can't remember the number, but I looked at it.
Yes.
Everything has to be publicized. Like the community, there has to be a clear website and all that goes to it. So yes, definitely. I seen that as of July 1st.
Yeah. So you know, that's just the thing.
I have it saved. I was gonna write.
Yeah, you know, but Chuck talked.
Good.
He talked about it.
I'm glad.
But even though when that law came out, he still was trying to. They was like, "Well, we're gonna tiptoe around this, and we're gonna tiptoe around that."
Mm-hmm.
And Chuck said, "No, we're not. No, we're not. And not while I'm out there, because I'm gonna call it out."
Yep.
And he said, "You can't do that." He says, "Watch me." And y'all know Chuck crazy and them motherfucker. He number one and number two business. So
House Bill 1167 is what it is. It mandates most state and local governing bodies to live stream public meetings and archive records for at least 90 days so that people can go back and look at it, like if they need to. So yes, that's good.
Yeah.
It says enhancing governmental transparency.
Yes.
Exactly what he said. He's been screaming that. So yeah, that's nice.
So it's thankful we got people like you that, you know, you could have said, I'm not getting in that. Me and my husband, even though we know the man's innocent, we just gonna stay out of it. But you've been very, very, you know, like really like, no, this is bullshit. It should have never happened. And because you wouldn't let me stop you. So no, I'm not going in the same direction. And I appreciate you doing that. I really do, because even though the individual, there's some people in here that don't like him. I don't have a problem with him.
Well, here's the thing. I'm probably his number one person that hates the man. I wouldn't say hate, but cannot stand, despise.
Yeah.
But at the same time, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right is right. Yep. And plus,
you're going to try to send an innocent person to prison. That's not okay with me.
Yeah. And plus, I know his whole family. I'm cool with his whole family. They're like family to me. And so they know my family very tight. So I would be dirty to say, okay, even though Brooke, my friend, whatever, me and Brooke struggled with this. We did. But like Brooke said, Right is right, wrong is wrong. So we had to stand what was right on this.
Karma will get her.
Yeah, karma will. Like you've been saying that karma will get her.
I told her, I said, you need to just confess. You just need to open up, let it out.
Just let it
because
go.
otherwise karma is going to get you. And you got to ask right for God at the end of the
And
day.
you know, a lot of women would be there for her if she just tell the truth. And she just say, hey, I got some marital issues. I fucked up. You know, and that's that. But it's not worth taking a man's freedom, you know, from his children, from his grandchildren and things like that. It's just from his mother, you know, so it's just not fair. So, you know, people like, oh, that's bullshit. You know, Brooke caused some criticism. I caused some criticism. We're not going to go in on the young lady, but we got our reasons and we ain't going to say. But, you know, she can sit there and run her little mouth. I don't care. Brooke don't care. At the end of the day, we're going to live our life and we're going to live it and live it up because we went out last night and we drank so much and ate so much. Girl, we had the time of our life. You seen the picture. And so we don't care what she had to say. And, you know, so she can talk all the shit she want. We know we had you there. You as a witness was there and you saw what happened. And at the end of the day, you were a witness, and Brooke told me you was reliable. So, you know, and that's where I'm gonna go with that, you know. So, so last thing I want to ask you, where do, so apparently you and her ain't gonna be, y'all not friends no more.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So, what about the next freak off? Is this going to be security there?
Oh no, we might have it.
have your cameras back.
Yeah, we might have a 4th of July party.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So if listen, I need help. I know I'm a fucked up individual. If you see me come to your party and if I got more than one of these, please tell your husband make me leave. Just help me. Hey, you know when people say help me help yourself.
Yeah.
Just help me out. If I come to the gate and I say, hey, look, can I come in? No, Ed,
No.
you gotta go. You gotta go because yeah.
You don't want them there anyway.
How you know?
Ain't nobody wants you there.
Oh my God, she's such a hater. She's just such a hater. But you can stick around with us. We just got a couple little things to do before we ride out of here. So Megan sitting over there answer. You got something to say before I?
Hey, no. I'm good.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna get to it then, man.
Tell me how you want.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, let's go.
I was trying to get some information, but
Okay.
this is local news today. The city of Marion, they are going to have another citywide cleanup June 21st,
Okay.
from 9 to 2.
What district?
It doesn't, that's what I was trying to find. I can't
Okay.
find what district it is right now. I've been trying to wait and see if they'll post it. But it's from 9 to 2 and you can go drive up there and put anything. They'll unload it for you on your truck or whatever, but you have to show an ID that you do live in the city limits. But they do also do by district. Last month it was District 2. I'm not sure this month what district it is, but if you are in the district that they're going to announce, then you can put anything out on your curb the night before.
Okay.
So that's one thing. And then starting June 11th, Gas City is doing a free movie night every Wednesday through July, excluding July 2nd at the Gas City Performing Arts Center. Movie times and movies are coming out later this week. We'll update you. Comedy night is Saturday, June 21st.
So we ain't never been there. I ain't never been
My
inside there.
birthday's the 24th.
So we need to all get together and go to a movie night and just go in there and see what it's like and enjoy
So
ourselves.
it's inside because they just did something.
It's inside.
They just did something at the park where everybody was like out there and
Concert
It was a
in the park?
concert.
Well,
yeah.
that's the concert, but this is at the
Movie,
facility.
okay.
Yes, I saw it on Facebook.
Okay.
I've never been in there. I want to go in there, and I think we should, go in there and show. I mean, we don't live in Gas City, but it's
Nice.
still in Grant County, and let's go in there and,
I'm
see
all
what it's
for it.
like. Yeah,
I went and
know.
watched the Beatles with my dad in there.
But yeah.
It was- I loved watching him love the show, so it was worth it. It was.
But like Bill Rock did this. Is that who did that?
Yep.
Okay. Well, hey. All right, then we're gonna do that for Bill Rock. I had to get my.
Yeah, she jumped.
That's all I have tonight.
Okay, all right. Well, that's all the tea. But I wonder what Meg got, man, because I know Meg.
Get ready for Say What.
Say what?
With Megan Horn. Tell them how you feel, Meg. Let's get it, girl.
All right. So tell us how you really.
All right, since you complained last time that they're getting a little raunchy or whatever you said last time.
Here
I
we
got a really good one though.
Okay.
It says, "Dear Meg, never thought I'd be writing into a show like this, but I need advice and fast. My grandfather passed away 2 weeks ago, and he left behind a massive estate. And it says, we're talking millions with an S.
Hey.
Millions with an S.
Okay.
But here's where it gets crazy. It's in his will, he left everything to me on one condition, that I have to divorce my husband within 90 days.
Bye bye.
Bye, bitch. Bye,
The
bitch.
inheritance, if she don't, the inheritance goes to the cousin. And
Bye, bitch.
so like she's stuck. And obviously
But he's
like
dead, so she can divorce him and,
And
still
remarry
stay
him.
with him. Yeah, we ain't even gotta be married. We got
Yes.
millions.
Yes, that's why
They've
lawyers
been
have
together
loopholes.
6 years, she said. 6
Loophole-
years.
Oh shit, that ain't nothing. Get rid of him. Bye.
You have to understand.
And her husband has
I'll buy you a
no
new
clue.
truck, babe. I'll buy you a new truck.
Like a divorce.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I'll
and
buy you-
I feel like yeah, definitely.
I'll let you sniff it from across the street, but you out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, she got that kind of money. She can go get like 4 little mini me's, and one could be eating and one. Could,
Yeah, my first thought
man,
was
she
like,
got money. Fuck that nigga.
divorce
Money
him
doesn't
in
always
90
mean
days
anything.
and
Yes, it do.
remarry him in
Soulmate.
180.
It's
Sorry,
hard to
Grandpa,
find
I
your-
love you.
your soulmate.
Listen, if I got millions, dog, fuck my
I do
soulmate.
not believe in
I'm going-
soulmates.
I'm going. Thank you, Maisha.
There's 2
I'm
people
going
that
to-
can make it work.
Man, listen, I'm going to Miami. I'm gonna give me about 10 Cuban bitches,
get that.
and I'm living life. Fuck you.
But, no,
Money will make me happy.
There's no
It
clause
may.
that says like you can't divorce and remarry if that is the love of your life.
Well,
I would never remarry him because now I got $2 million, and if I remarry him,
Yes.
he can get it.
Yes.
So
True.
we're just gonna stay boyfriend and girlfriend with
Yes.
a couple
So
million
I'm ready.
dollars.
So I'm ready this time. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I ain't
You better do right, because otherwise you go off the
gonna-
curb.
I'm telling you, she can go get about 4 mini me's, and
no, me.
shit,
Like,
one can follow her
that'd
to
be
the
crazy.
shower and lick her. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He up on the like a
Your
puppy.
grandfather's
Like
wild.
I'm milking. Hey. Look, he's milking off the nipple. Huh?
You talking about the midgets? No.
Oh my God. Maggie, you should know I'm gonna make something out of you. You know,
I
even
already
if you
know.
ain't got nothing right to you, know I'm gonna make something out of it.
See, you're the one that yelled like, this is getting a little too much.
Well, you gonna have to tell your fan base they gonna have to chill the fuck
That's
out.
kind of crazy though.
Yeah,
Grandpa's dying wish.
yeah, that is crazy. Hey, so what if your nana, she leaves a big part of money, and she says, "Now I'm gonna leave you $6 million. Don't you? And you can't say another word to Brooke McCall. What you gonna
Oh man.
Don't act
I
like
wouldn't
it's
even
gonna be
talk to
hard.
her. I'll talk to
I mean, you're gonna give me a couple $100,000. Okay.
Hey, dog.
Even this week,
Maisha, I'm gonna put a divider between them because I'm gonna be like, hey, Granny love me. Throw me a little something.
Granny would never say that.
Hey, we're a little rough in here. Yeah, I should have warned you. I'm sorry. You and your husband. I should have warned both of y'all, but
You're not
yeah.
following. Follow.
yeah. All right, so thank you for coming in. I coming into town and just telling the story because the story need to be told. And I'm sure the individual, the man, appreciates you, telling the truth because he didn't ask you to tell a lie. He asked you just to tell the truth, and that's what it all comes down to. And karma will get her. God always have the last say.
Absolutely.
And those detectives with the Grant County Sheriff's Department, they're fine detectives. They're great at what they do, and they will see through this bullshit. I guarantee it. So even though we know the system is broken, that shit's broken over at that courthouse. But the sheriff, I just can't see Dale Garcia allowing them to lock up an innocent person. I can't see that.
That's not up to the prosecutor. That's up to the sheriff.
It's up to the prosecutor.
It's up to the prosecutor.
Yeah, the prosecuting picks it up. But then
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. If Garcia feels that he could be prosecuted or whatever, Garcia gonna have a talk with the detective. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
But it still comes down to
Right? Yeah, but man, don't think 27-1 won't go over that prosecutor's office.
No, I don't.
27-1 to go over that prosecutor's
I've
office
heard
now.
some things while sitting at the courthouse, and I just don't have no faith in them.
Well, I understand, babe. I do, because the shit you've been through, and the dirt, and the way they've been fucking you around. So I know, and you have every right to feel the way you
Hannah,
do.
we're talking about you. I'm talking about Hannah Kashanik.
Yeah, fuck that bitch, and I said it.
Go on some Jenny Craig.
Yeah.
Oh,
My thing. My thing. Yeah, you damn right, Southside. Because me and her we got something to fight about, because that's my firstborn son. That you trying to fuck with his life.
Guy's calling her house. She gonna put you down.
Man, listen. No, man, listen.
She got
That's honestly, that's
magic wand.
man. No, she don't have no magic wand. I have the magic wand. It's just the consequences that's gonna come behind it, because that's my child. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Y'all mother bears protect your kids.
I don't know you, Hannah. I didn't say anything.
I do, and I said it.
me neither.
Yeah, I do too. But you know how they say mother bears protect their kids. Well, you know what? So does fathers. And so I'm in a situation because I feel so bad. My conscience is really bothering me, because when this first happened, I didn't believe my son. I thought he was lying to me, because our kids lie. They'll say, "Well, I swear I didn't do," and our kids lie. And I thought my son was lying to me. And then when I sat there and I went and looked at the evidence that they presented, I'm like, man, I felt so bad. I felt that tall that I looked at my own child and said, man, I this just don't sound right. And it did. I couldn't even sleep. I came home when we seen that at his lawyer's. I came home and I told Brooke, I said, Brooke, man. And I tossed and turned all night, because here he depend on his mom and dad to have his backing. Your dad looked and said, "No, I don't think you're telling me everything." And then now when he said, "Nah, so I told you I wasn't lying to you, Dad," I feel bad. So now you feel the pain that me and her feel about this fucking woman and what she's down there doing. And there's people who ain't gonna keep tolerating that. And that's real talk, because people out here, they ain't scared of no police officers. They trying to kill police. They trying to kill whoever. This is a dangerous city out here. Motherfuckers is not playing. So that's, so I feel her pain because I'm in pain. And so she gonna do that to the wrong person. And that's that. So, and you got fucked over.
That's what I said. I can't say anything about Hannah. I said I spoke on what I know about, and it's never ending. They drag it out. It keeps getting drug out and drug out anytime, any way it can. They try to, like I said, they try to violate me and all this, and then the prosecutor was like, "Oh, let's redocket it or whatever it's called." So basically start all over. I'm like, whoa, no, all because of what? Yep. Because you didn't get a paperwork from Milestone. That it's not your fault. They didn't give me a paperwork and say, hey, go hand this into the court. I was done. I was told I didn't need their services, and that was it. And I was done.
Complied and did what you're supposed to do. I wasn't gonna really say nothing, but I got a surprise. Hopefully, there's a lawyer, a big time lawyer. They got something that he said. He told me at the courthouse when he's got to find the time that he will come here, that he could tell us all that Grant County needs to know about our girl. And he's a big time lawyer. His office is not here. And so he said, so we're trying to work out the schedule so he can come and be here in the studio. So
Nice.
yeah, so I can't wait. I got goosebumps when I'm like, okay, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. You know, we love the tea around here.
All of it.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get up on out of here. What is they supposed to do? These people, man, that we on TikTok, man, them TikTok followers are coming in there. Man.
Remember to like, share, follow, invite your friends.
And yes, and they interact with us. Keep sending those messages. As y'all know, we answer every message back. Everybody in this room has access to the Facebook page and to TikTok. Well, two of us got it on TikTok, but hit us up, and we will respond, man. We love what you, man. We love y'all support. We really do. The people that just listen to the audio on Spotify and Apple, man, thank you so much, man. Our numbers are phenomenal on there. I was logged in with the office up there, where we was at, where we here and give a special thanks. And they was like, I'm like, yes, that's what we doing. So we are growing, and I'm excited. And I want to give a shout out to Chuck Sewer and Drain.
Thank you very much.
Our sponsor, man, Brandy and her husband Chuck. They're amazing people. Brandy wanted me to wait till the podcast, because last night Brandy and Chuck, off of Chuck Sewer and Drain, they said go have some fun last night.
Yes.
And we did, but they wanted me to tell you on the podcast that they love y'all, man. They said, Brooke, they said y'all are doing a good job. And they said, and Brandy said, behind every strong petty man is strong petty women.
That's right.
And I looked at her, I said, all right, whatever, Brandy. And she just said, man, y'all are rocking, because she said y'all doing this shit with no fear in the world. And we all
be scared of.
Right.
I ain't scared of nothing. That might be my problem.
Right. And Brandy ain't scared of shit. She going broke. So man, I just had to tell y'all that, man. And they some good people. People are only assholes if you make them assholes. If you got a problem with somebody, sometimes, because Brooke can be an asshole. When it comes to her business or whatever, when you play with her money, you get a different side of her. And if you don't play with her money, if you do what you're supposed to do, Brooke will bring you paradise in the world.
That's how I became friends with him.
Oh, see? So you already know.
Out of tenants.
Yeah, so see, you already know. So, and that's just the thing. And then, because people, I don't like Brooke. Brooke ain't, I'm like, okay, wait, but what Brooke do to you?
And what they did to her.
Yeah, and then it's like, I did pay rent. It wasn't in the box, and I'm like, okay, man, whatever, bye. Whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you, So, man, people just something else. So, all right, we're gonna get up on out of here, and like Maisha said, like, share, and get involved, and get
our camera.
Oh yeah. So these girls, oh my God, y'all go ahead and have fun. Have fun. Do y'all thing. There it is. Do y'all thing. Get some more. Get some rain. Get some rain going.
You get a thumbs down.
No, you got to do the thumbs down for rain. You got to throw your thumbs down, Brooke. Get that rain. Here it comes.
It's not raining.
It's coming. I see it. It's
it's not.
Bounce it up and down. You got to keep doing it. Keep doing it. That rain gonna come. Oh well.
It's not doing it, but it loves the peace signs though.
Yeah, well, I don't know why it ain't doing it, but oh well.
Oh, we having so much. Oh, see, look, that's how it does.
Yeah, damn it, man, damn it. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I could make it rain.
No.
Maybe me and Maisha could make it. I don't know.
Your camera does it.
Yeah. Oh, my camera does it, but I don't know. So. All right.
Nothing.
All right. So, like I said, man, We are broadcasting live from Chuck Sewer Drain and studio, and they're what now?
Number one and the number two business.
That's right. And Ed Bounds is number one in what?
The number one business?
That's right. Pimpin'. You the assistant pimp. You my sister. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one, and y'all stay grounded. And we love you. Goodbye.
Yes.